How's this album feeling compared to the first album?
First album was like an introduction, really like a real great introduction. This album was just like I would say it's like more of an elevation. You know what I'm saying? Elevation of my sound and just telling a real story behind the whole project, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this album was like, I feel like the first album, it felt like you had all this like anticipation and you delivered.
Yeah.
But this album, it felt like now you kind of have like your feet like, you know, planted into the industry.
For sure.
You're kind of used to the artist shit now and like, you know what I'm saying, the rollout and all that shit. Great body of work though, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Which record, if you had to pick between your, like let's say you have two babies, one of them is God Did, the other one is Proud of Me with Meek Mill. Which one are you saving in the fireman?
Damn, that's a crazy joint. Proud of Me though, proud of me for sure. Just
because it's your record too.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a tribute to my father, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's
a lot more
proud
personal.
of me for sure, yeah.
Because God Did change your life.
Yeah, it changed my life. Changed everything.
Changed it all.
It's a hard decision, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go with Proud of Me.
And then you got like another Philly goat on the fucking record.
Yeah,
you know?
Facts, for sure. Shout out Meek Mill, yeah.
How cool was it to work with Meek and catch a top 100 record with somebody who's like, you know, by all accounts, on the Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia?
Yeah, it's amazing, you know what I'm saying? Meek was like one of the first people to show me love when I came in like 2022.
Yeah.
He did a remix to one of my songs on my first EP, and we've been locked in ever since. Like we got like probably like 10 to 12 records together, you know what I'm saying? But this one was different, you know what I'm saying? The topics that we were speaking on, it was like him speaking like that and me coming how I came, I knew it was going to touch the people. Just not how it did, but I knew it was going to touch the people.
Well, it's like a damn near like the best Meek Mill verse in, you know, a while.
Nah,
it just felt impactful. Like it felt like one of
meaningful, yeah, for sure.
Would you guys ever, you know, he's done a collab album before with Rick Ross. Would you guys ever do like a best of both worlds, like a Meek Mill Fridayy?
Nah, for sure.
collab?
That's what the world. I see that every day on TikTok, all of my comments. So that's what the world want. You know what I'm saying? It's all about timing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm pushing my album right now. I know he loading up whatever he loading.
Well, he's
up,
independent now, right?
Yeah, I believe.
It's a lot easier to make that shit shake.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about timing. I feel like whenever we both sit down, you know, I'm about to go on tour. You know what I'm saying? Once we could lock in and be like, this is the story, these are songs, I think for sure. It should come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many unreleased songs are in the can that y'all got? Just
probably like, I'll say like 8 to 10.
Oh, y'all got what the fuck y'all doing? Y'all got you don't even gotta take no more time. The shit's done. Get it mixed and mastered. Send it around, get some features on it. You know what I mean? As soon as tour's over, drop that shit.
Nah, but it's elevation though. You know what I'm saying? Like them songs probably 3 years ago.
You got demoitis with those songs.
Yeah, for sure. And right now he on a different level right now. Like he got a different hunger on him right now. So
do you ever? Because I feel like the last few years you've been through this like process. Like I feel like whenever like a dope singer comes into the game, you kind of get put into like you're like the it guy for features, right? Yeah. And obviously you've had some big amazing features, Lil Baby's album, on and on and on. Do you feel like that is like kind of like chilled out a little? Like did the call like because man, I feel like in 2022, 2023, like it felt like everybody was on your head.
Yeah, they still on my head. It's just now it's like how you said, this album was like more like my feet is on land.
Right.
Like 2 years ago, I was like, I'm trying to get as much fans as I can to build this in. So like, whoever.
So you would say yes to more shit.
Yeah, and everything I said yes to, I was actually fans of these people. Like, like Polo G, like Lil Baby, like a lot of these rappers I'm fans of. But A Boogie, it's more so like, all right, I'm bringing them into my world. You know
and you're bringing their fans
into my world.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I finally got like my own fan base. You know what I'm saying? Now I could choose, and it's really about like choosing and picking the right music for.
When did you really have that feeling where you were like, oh shit, I got like a little following going? Like besides like, because I feel like obviously when you're on a record like God Did, it's a big record, but like a lot of people have those opportunities and they don't translate that into like having like actual fans.
Yeah.
But you've successfully toured, and you've built like, you know, real numbers when you drop your music and shit. Like when did you realize like it's cutting through and resonating with people in a way where they're like fucking with Fridayy for real?
Me, it was like right after God Did. I ain't gonna lie, bro, because like what you talking about when a lot of rappers usually get that big one, it's usually like when the song is bigger than them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But it also happens with a lot of singers too, where you'll just hear a voice on a song,
or you be like, yeah, I love that song, but I don't know who it is. Like
exactly,
and they'll have, but like every moment that I ever had, like even God did, I was the main topic. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jay-Z was the topic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he made this. You feel me? The song was never bigger than me, or the Lil Baby song. It was never. You feel me? And I put myself in position for it to be like, oh, this Friday. So, as soon as I was able like to drop my first EP, that's when I was like, I got sticky fans because I had the world watching. Then I dropped my EP, and I was like, all right, I have a fan. Even if it was like 100,000 people, I was like, these
first of
people
all, 100,000 people is a lot of people.
It's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when I knew though. Like, I dropped my EP and my sound was so different. I got my fans.
Well, I think your voice like just shook everybody up initially because they're like they never heard nobody sound like you before.
Facts. Thank you, bro.
It's like very, I feel like there's so much cookie cutter shit in music. So when someone comes around like you, where it's like I never heard this shit don't sound like nothing else.
Facts. Thank you.
It definitely cuts through, man. What's your favorite song on this album?
Of course, Proud of Me. I'll give that vibe special to me. Like it's a lot of fan favorites, female favorites, and then One Call Away with Chris Brown for sure.
Brazy.
Yeah, that's a special song. I feel too good.
You guys have a good chemistry going.
Yeah.
You guys are in a bag together.
Yeah, we like 4 for 4.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a blessing too.
That's got to be insane. By the way, shout out to him doing stadiums right now.
Yeah, he going.
Is that
crazy.
coming up? Has that happened? I don't know if it started.
I think it's coming up in like July or something, or the fall.
Yeah, no. Shout out to Breezy. What's that like for you guys? Like every studio session the same? You guys kind of know each other? Like
like we had like I was with him like a week straight. We cooked up like I got a song on his album, no one else. The album that just won a Grammy.
Yeah,
we cooked that up together, wrote that together in the studio, and then like the other three, I just FaceTime. I'll be at my house and I just FaceTime like I need you on this.
Like, yo, let me play you some shit over the phone.
Yeah, for sure. He'd be like, yeah,
send it over.
That's a hit. Yeah, I'm about to jump on it right now. Because he in the studio every day. That's one thing about him. Like, he in the studio every day. So it's like, if he fuck with it, and I know that we've been locked in since. Like, he was like the first person that introduced me in this game. You know what I'm saying?
I say he's there's a few people in the conversation with the most talented human beings of all time. I think Chris Brown is in that combo. Jamie Foxx. That's probably it, to be honest. It's probably Chris Brown and Jamie Foxx.
Chris Brown and Jamie Foxx. That's a good jump.
Jamie Foxx can do stand-up. He can act. He can sing. He can act. He can do... what else can... I don't know. Those are three high... But Chris Brown can do everything. Yeah. That motherfucker can play basketball.
Yeah.
He could paint. He can... Well, I don't know if he can act.
No, Taker. He crazy in Takers.
He was okay in Takers. So I think there's a reason why we only saw him in Takers, and then after that, not a lot of other roles came after.
I seen him on the screen, it was crazy.
Right. No, it was crazy because we love Chris Brown.
No, he's a great actor in that movie.
You saw Nas and Belly, like after Belly, like not a lot of other roles came, but he was a good enough actor. He could rap his ass off. Like as an MC, Chris Brown is a lead singer and one of the greatest dancers of all time, if not the greatest.
Nah, he one of the most talented